Well, there Fierce goes again, lying it up. Just lying it up. Just lie, 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 lie. All right. Number one, the new episode of Fierce Man was my idea. I wrote it. It was all me. I was the one who wrote the entire episode, not Fierce. So let's just get that right out of the way. Okay. Fierce is lying. I wrote the last episode of Fierce Man, and that's how it's got to be. You know what I'm saying? Word to your mother, G. Word. The word is word. So recently, Fierce got his stimulus check, and he said, "Randy, you know what I want to do is I want to get you and Manny's Pizza." And hey, Lord Pixel Protocol. So Fierce got his stimulus check. He's got $500 extra in the bank. And he said, "Randy, you know what we need to do? We need to do magic at Manny's Pizza." And I was like, "Oh, Fierce, that would be hellacious." One for the homies. What? One out for Pixel. Lord Randall, Lord Pixel, Lord Mercenary. Mercenary Man 22. So yeah, Lord Mercenary, Lord Pixel, Lord Randall. So yeah, he got a stimulus check. He's got $500 extra in the bank. So the thing that Fierce told me is like, "Randy, we need to do magic at like a pizza shop or one of those places, and we need to film that, and we need to have a beautiful assistant." And I was like, "I do need a beautiful assistant. She needs to be cute, short, slim." And then, like, Fierce was like, "Well, hey, what about Jessie Bell Hill?" I was like, "I don't know. Let me talk to her." So I was secretly talking to Jessie Bell Hill, and she said to me, "Randy, you cannot let Chris know that I am talking to you because he is a rageaholic. He will rage out, and he will beat the living crap out of me." And I was like, "Don't worry, Jesse. Your secret's safe with me. I won't say anything. I'll zip my lip. I won't even say it on live stream." So I kept her secret. And then, I said, "Jesse, you know what you need to do? You need to come out here. We'll do some magic. We'll magic it up. We'll go around and talk to people, and it'll be cool." And she said, "Yeah, Randy, that'll be cool." And I was like, "What's your price?" And she goes, $500. I was like, "Holy crap. Fierce just got a stimulus check. Let's make it happen." So yeah, Jessie Bell Hill is going to come down here, and she's going to do some magic with us. We're going to go out to the Volusia Mall, chat up with people, get lots of people on camera, and it'll be cool. I like it. It'll be great. Quentin, cute, short, and slim, Randy. I would love to be your assistant. Yeah, right, Quentin. 500 buckaroos. Yeah, Fierce is going to film it all, and he promised to shut his yap and not step on any of my jokes. So yeah, it's pretty cool. It's going to be good. I like it. Yep. Fierce is going to help, Protocol. Yep. Whoa, really? JB Hill is cool with Fierce? Yeah, they patched things up. Yep. I was the peacemaker, and the $500 did have something to do with it. Actually, everybody, I just want to say something. Lies! Effing lies! I've been lying about everything up till now. I've been lying about everything. Fierce and I never talked. We never talked to Jessie Bell Hill. But I wouldn't mind a short, cute assistant. That is a girl, Quentin. But, yeah. That's why the stream is called Lies. Effing lies. Yeah, you did get trolled. You did get trolled. One for the homies. I'm sorry. But, Lord One pulled a fast one on the chat. The trolls might have to make a Lord Randall list. Lies. Effing lies. Yeah. Although Jessie Bell Hill is awesome. If she would be my assistant, that'd be cool. You had us convinced. I know I'm a good liar, aren't I? And I didn't write Fierce Man. Actually, to be more specific, Fierce just kind of dictated the script to me. It's like, okay, Fierce says this, Randy says this, Fierce says this. I was like, okay. I did have a large part in writing the Fierce Will L monologue. Yeah. And like, I told Fierce, I'm like, Fierce, this monologue is like 2.5 pages. And I was like, yeah, so. And I'm like, like a normal monologue in a movie is like half a page. And he's like, oh, dude, it's got to be just like Will L's monologue or Jor-El's monologue in Superman. And I was like, oh, okay. Yeah, I know what you're going for. So, but yeah, a lot of the Will L's speech was written by me. That is not a lie. Pixel has an assistant in mind. Does he? Does he? One for the homies? But yeah, I think Jessie Bell Hill is great. If she would be my lovely assistant, I would try to pay her like $100 or something, because she is lovely. And Chris, don't beat me up. I was just kidding. I was just joking about her talking to me secretly. I was just joking. Ha ha! Hi, Randall. Are you doing okay? I am fine, Carrie. How are you? Maybe Dragon would be a good one. A good assistant? Now, whoever is my assistant needs to not step on my jokes. Because someone actually took someone actually took Mamie. Someone actually took the magic that I did at Kerr's Wing House, and they took out Fears, and Fears was like, hey, Randy, did you see this? And I'm like, yeah, I saw it. And I was like, why didn't you flag it? And I was like, taking out you stepping on my jokes? Oh, gee. I didn't tell him this, but I kind of liked it, Usually when you have a cameraman, the cameraman is not supposed to speak, but, it's Fierce's channel, so Fierce can do whatever Fierce wants. So, Pixel is forgiven. Erin Plays would be a good assistant when she's not with Mike Mattel. I don't know who Erin Plays is. Now I got to Google Erin Plays. That was a pretty good edit of that video. Don't tell anybody I said so, Matt Mercenary, but yeah, that was a pretty good edit of that video. Although whoever is my assistant, I'm gonna teach them like 4 or 5 jokes so they can get in on the action. Callie, hey Randall, what's going on? Nothing Mitch. Nothing much. Nothing Mitch or nothing much. Neither of those. Mercenary. That really is my biggest critique of your Fears Magic videos. He always holds up the camera while taking the majority of shots so you can't see the magic at all. Yeah, because Mercenary, there is a lot, and I'll talk with Fears about this. There is a lot of stuff. Well, Mercenary, it's not Fears' fault, and I'll tell you why it's not Fears' fault. Because Fears was shooting with a GoPro 4, and the GoPro 4s don't have any doesn't have any LCD screen on the back. So when Fears is holding up the camera, he has no idea what he's shooting at. So it's not really Fears' fault. But yeah, the biggest thing about magic videos is, number one, you want to get the cards so that you can show the card trick. That's essential. And then the biggest part of magic videos is you want to show the reaction of when the magic is done. Because, the magic reaction is when everybody's like, oh my God, Is Fear's video usually sure, but he still keeps the audience out. Peace to the homies and to the real ones. Yeah, peace to the homies and the real ones. Peace. Well, he could have. Well, it is his videos too. He took me out, so he has a right to be in it. Mercenary. So yeah, I'm gonna give a shout out to the chat. Shout out to Mercenary. Shout out to the Carrie Show. Shout out to One for the Homie. Shout out to Callie. Shout out to the Pixel Protocol. And I think shout out to Quentin, I guess. I think I shouted everybody out there. So, yeah. Hello, vlogging with Mr. Brown. What's up, buddy? What's up, Noel Slideshows? I don't know whether it's Noel or Noel. I do not know. So I will just call you Noel. Quentin made an edit of a magic dog without fears in it, and it was a much better video. Okay. Hello, slideshow man. One for the homie says. So yeah, everything was cool. I'm having a little healthy pizza as I speak, so it's fun. It's good. Just an update on the goals for Cameo Man. Number one, I've got about 22 pages on the next Cameo Man. My goal is 90 to 98 pages. So I'm going slowly but surely, getting the page count up there, bumping it up. I'll probably do some tonight. And this is the effing lies stream. And I wanted to say hello to one of my big longtime friends, Gail Wright. If you're watching, this is a shout out to you. Just let you know I'm thinking about you, and you're awesome. And thank you for the Corona case. My friend Gail Wright made me an awesome. When I was at this place called the Doghouse, which is usually where I do karaoke, they had Corona beer cases to hold the condiments. And, just for fun, just as a joke, I decided to take out the condiments and I put in my playing cards. And I filled the entire condiment case up with the playing cards. And then I realized, oh my God, the condiment case fits my cards perfectly. There's not like even a centimeter of wiggle room. They fit perfectly in this Corona case. And then I asked, do you have any more of these? Would it be cool? And they're like, oh, well, yeah, Randy, we love you so much. Here, just go ahead and take that Corona case and we'll just bring out another Corona case for the condiments. And I was like, seriously? And they were like, yeah, we love you, Randy. You're a cool guy. I was like, oh, cool. Thank you. And then my friend Gail was like, you know what I can do with that? And I was like, what could you do with this? And she was like, I could make it all gold and glitter up with Randy the Amazing on there. And it'll be like a cool little thing. So I got that and I gave it to her. And then a week later, she comes back and it's cool. It's all glittered up. It's got gold on it. It was pretty cool, pretty darn cool. And now I take that carrying case with me wherever I go. I had some Red Baron pizza earlier. Maybe it was healthy. Red Baron is probably the best pizza that you can buy out of a box. That's probably Noel Sideshows. I left a like. Mr. Brown, you were awesome. Thank you. Noel, you were cool. Hi, Carrie, Channel E, Channel Nice, Randy, hope you're good. Hey, Mattman, Videos and Streams channel, what's up? So, if anybody has anything they want me to talk about, go ahead and drop it in the chat. I really miss Fear's brother, Fizz! Oh, Fizz! How's it going, man? How you doing? Now, if anybody's seen it, please leave a message in the chat. Has anybody seen my Daredevil video? Because I did a Daredevil video, and I did a really cool Michael Clark Duncan voice. And, yeah, Joey got me hooked on Red Baron now. They really are the best pizza that you can get out of the box. Freshetta is shit. Yeah, I hate Freshetta. Freshetta, I can never cook it properly, and when I do try to cook it, it turns out all doughy, and it's like eating like yeast, and it's like horrible. I hate Freshetta pizza. Freshetta is horrible. Sorry, excuse me. It was great, Randy. I watched it. Yeah, and I commented back to your comment, Matt. So told me how good they was. I have rotisserie chicken and fried potatoes and corn, also cranberry sauce for dinner. Yummy. That does sound nice. Yeah, I used to be really into cranberry sauce. Joey with the letters. Frozen pizzas are better when they're thin crust. Yeah, I would have to say that's true. You are correct, Joey with the letters. Yep. So just chilling, and like I said, update on my goals. I got 22 pages of Cameo Man written. I'm trying to make Cameo Man not a Mary Sue. I really don't want to make the same mistake that Star Wars, the last 3 have made. That is really important to me. And I might be submitting this to a feature film festival, so I do not want the script to be crap. And I've got a few beta readers who are going to beta read it and give me some updates and stuff, and give me some critiques. So that'll be fun. And I'll also be posting the new script on my website when it comes in. Man, have a great night. You always have to go, man. I want you to stay in and talk to me, man. Well, anyways, bye, Noel. I'll see you later. Pixel Protocol, Matt Main. Yes, I like. He's very nice, Matt Main. When is the deal part 2 coming? The deal part 2 is actually already out. You want the deal part 3. See, there's the deal, and then there's the deal part 2, got a light, and then part 3 is with me. Sup, Matt Man? Noel slideshow has a busier schedule than any of us. Oh, I guess so, Quinn. Yeah, I meant the deal part 3. I actually have I have a script for the deal part 3, and this is not a lie. I have not shown the script to I haven't shown this script to Fears, but it clocks in at around 4 or 5 minutes. And I actually do have a script for the deal part 3. I don't know if I still have it on my computer, but basically, and it would be cloning. It would be a clone of me and Fears talking to a clone of me and Fears. So and kind of like it turns out, I don't want to give it away, but there's an FBI turnaround. The FBI come and they try to muscle in on our. Damn it! I got like a flake or something here that is like right in my eye. So the FBI come and they bust us, and a lot of crap goes down, and after that, it's all downhill from there. You want me to stay, buddy? I can. I'm not going to leave. All right. Well, Noel, if you want to talk about anything, drop it in the chat, and I will El Taco about El Thato. Adam Pacitti, is that a painting of Tommy NC 2010 behind you? No, it's not. Adam Pacitti, in all honesty, I always thought Fierce involvement in the cartoons were the weakest parts. Like I said, it was lies. Like Fears wrote most of the episode. He wrote like probably like 93-94% of the episode. But like I said, and like I have said, and like Fears has said, we are definitely going to make the next one more action oriented. There's going to be tons of action, maybe a little fist fight, maybe a little wizardry. Going to try to get some After Effects in there, So I'm more of a Randy fan than a Fierce fan. Well, thank you, Adam Pacitti. I appreciate that. In all honesty, I was read that. So just trying to do my best. Just trying to break it out. I want this stream to be about 50 to an hour long, so we've got about 40 minutes left. So if you have any ideas for the chat, drop it in the chat. Slave-o-matic. You've easily done 4K worth of work on the Fierce Man cartoons. Actually, Pixel Protocol, you're correct. You're correct. Because, I've counted the number of drawings that I've done, and I've done like over 1,000 drawings over all the Fierce Man episodes. And that's not counting like the little tiny mouths that I do for the thing and the little eye blinks. But yeah, I actually have done like 1,000 drawings for Fears. And on my Fiverr account, I do charge $5 for one drawing. So actually, you are right. Fears owes me like $5,000. Sorry, Fears, you owe me. Randy only gets paid in used DVDs. No, I get paid more than that. No, serious, people charge so much for animation, and you've done some big pieces for Fears. When are you going to invoice Fears for your? Call them up about 2 a.m. and go Jerry Maguire on them. Fears is going to go into shock when he gets that bill. Yeah. No. But I do enjoy the cartoons when they're done. I do a lot of work. But yeah, I think Fierce Man episode 4 turned out great. I like it. It's good. Adam Pacitti, Fears of plenty of money now, girlfriend. Be nice. Be nice, Adam. So yeah, everything's going good. Everything's going well. Turns out I'm probably not going to be doing karaoke for quite a while because they are yet again closing down all the bars. I went to karaoke on Friday and they said, "Oh, we closed down for Friday. Come back tomorrow." And then I came back the next day and they go, "Oh, Randy, we canceled it. I didn't have your number, so I didn't call you." I was like, "You didn't have my number anyways, Jen. And even if you did, I don't think you would have called me." Jen kind of irritates me. And I talked to a lot of the waitresses who left that bar and they said Jen was the reason, so. Don't anybody tell Jen that, but, that was not cool. So, yeah. Yeah, mercenary. That bitch, Jen. Yeah, I don't think Jen would have called me even if she had my number. Yeah. I just met you. This is crazy. So here's my number, Jen. Call me, maybe. I ain't going to tell Jen what you said unless you dismiss Fears from the duties immediately and send him $4,000 invoice. Yeah. Jen and her holograms. I didn't even think about that. Yeah, Jen and the holograms. Has anybody seen that movie? Was that any good? Yeah, I should do a song from Jen and the holograms next time I go there. That'd be funny. Jen! Oh, no, it's Jem. Jem and the holograms, not Jen and the holograms. Yeah. That's still, it rhymes. It does. Yeah, that's funny. So let's see, we're down to 24 minutes. So we got 36 minutes left. Okay, so if anybody wants to comment on something, just put it right there. Stick it right there. So yeah, I'm having fun, just chilling out. I've got a month of freedom. I've got the entire month of July to myself to work on whatever I want to work on. Yep. And then I go back into Slave-O-Matic mode. Slave-O-Matic, powering down. I don't think anybody's joining me on this stream except the people who already have joined me, Adam. So there you go. I always try to keep it friendly and fun. Why wouldn't I try to keep it friendly and fun is a better question. So yeah, I gonna be making some more purchases this month. But you know what? I wish I could show you my gaff cards because I got a ton of gaff cards coming. I mean, they're not coming. They're here. And thanks for having a lot nicer than me. Well, I appreciate you, Adam Pacitti. So just try to keep it civil, just doing what I do, I mean, like the videos are for the fans, I mean, if you don't just stream for yourself, you're doing it for the fans. So that's why I try to keep it nice and light, being even nicer to Quentin. So, there you go. But yeah, I hope everybody likes the Daredevil video that I did. And this was actually Fierce's advice, and Fierce actually got me into Jenny Lorenzo. She's pretty cool with all the characters that she does and stuff. And the thing I like about Jenny Lorenzo is she does what I do. She does like multiple characters, but what she does is like when she does another character, she just doesn't do it like, just like, oh, same person, same clothes, same hairstyle. She she doesn't wear glasses. But she puts a wig on, she puts different clothes on, she puts different lipstick and eyeliner on. So, with the whole Daredevil thing, I tried to do the same thing. For Kingpin, I wore a nice black suit with a nice tie. I wore my glasses. And then in the actual Daredevil movie, Kingpin is holding a olive on a toothpick. I didn't have any olives, so I decided to use a carrot instead. So I used a carrot, and then for Bullseye, I wore a black shirt. I wore a khaki jacket. I took my glasses off, and then I drew the little bullseye thing. The bullseye thing came off actually rather easily. I just used some alcohol, but unfortunately, the alcohol dripped down my face and got into my eye and really irritated my eye. So that did not feel fun at all. But I actually shot the shot of Bullseye 3 separate times. Actually 4 separate times. I shot the one with me and I realized, oh shit, you're wearing your glasses, Randy. So I decided to take it off and I was like, you know what? I really don't like this take. So I did another take of just me, like a close up of me, and then I did another take of me a little bit farther away. And I go, yeah, I'm not happy with any of those shots. So I did one final shot, and the final shot that I did was the take that I used in the video. So I guess shooting lots of those shots really did help out. So I remember. Well, I have to go too. No, tired. See you later, bud. All right, see you later, Noel. We'll always try to be a fan of tomato. I appreciate your civility, Lord Randall. Yes. If we cannot be civil, we cannot be a society. I don't know. Yep. So, let's see. 28. Got about 22 minutes left. Or no, 32? 32 minutes left. No, wait. 22? We'll see what goes on. We'll see what's going on. But right now, I'm going to have a little healthy pizza. If anybody has a comment, let me know. Adam Pacitti, I gotta go. All the best, Randy. Bye, Adam. Blugwin, Mr. Brown, pizza ASMR. I appreciate not to get blocked. Thanks, Randy. Well, you are welcome, Carrie. So yeah, just chilling out, chilling with the fans. So I think I'm going to talk a little bit about my two Batwoman scripts. I wrote two Batwoman scripts. I was a big fan of the show, and around the third or the fourth episode is when I started the first script that I wrote. And the first script that I wrote for Batwoman had 3 Jokers in it. And the reason it had 3 Jokers is because, number one, they mentioned Jack Napier in the third or fourth episode. And if anybody doesn't know the story of Jack Napier, here's the thing. When Jack Nicholson played Jack Napier in 1989's Batman, he copyrighted or trademarked the character Jack Napier. So that version of the Joker was his. Like, nobody could use the Jack Napier version of the Joker except Jack Nicholson. So when I heard that Jack Napier's Joker was the Joker in Batwoman, I was like, holy crap, are they going to have Jack Nicholson on the series finale of Batwoman? I was like, holy crap, that would be awesome. So I started writing an episode with the 3 Jokers that exist today. The Joaquin Phoenix Joker, who I called Joker, the Jack Napier Joker, who I called the Clown Prince of Crime, and then there was the Jared Leto Joker, who was Mr. J. So, and like when I wrote the script, that's how I identified the 3 Jokers. It turns out none of the Jokers were actually the Joker, but it was actually somebody else, a supervillain who has not been done in live action yet, and I think that's a travesty, because he would be such a fantastic villain. He would be a fantastic villain. But yeah, at the end we find out it's none of those 3 Jokers are actually the Joker at all. And then the second episode of Batwoman that I wrote it a week after the season finale of Batwoman. Now, like recently, Batwoman has we're going down in viewers ever since I started talking about Batwoman. Maybe I should switch up the topic or something. But yeah. So the second episode of Batwoman that I wrote was a week after the series finale. After the series finale. Shit, I did it again. After the series finale. And I wrote it in about a day. And basically, they said that they were killing off Ruby Rose's Batwoman. And I was like, oh, damn. I kind of like Ruby Rose. That's harsh. So I decided to kill off Batwoman's character, and the reason that Batwoman died is because that someone actually did what everybody has been saying that they should do to Batman and RoboCop for the longest time: just shoot him in the face. So a criminal shoots Batwoman in the face. She dies on like a terrace, and then a new Batwoman is needed. So there you go. So and I actually I killed off Vesper Fairchild in the first scene of that movie too, in the first scene of that episode too. So that I thought that was cool because I hate Rachel Maddow. She is horribly plays that character. Not a good character at all. So yeah. So those were my 2 Batwoman episodes that I'm writing. I am going to be writing 2 more episodes with the Ryan Wilder character. Ryan Wilder is Batwoman's replacement, and they're saying that the Kate Kane will be a mystery, like where did she go, what happened to her, blah 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 blah. Which is kind of ironic because if you think of Batwoman, the whole thing of Batwoman is like, where did Batman go? And now they're killing off Kane, and that's going to be like, where did Kane go? And then now it's going to be like, if they don't like the Ryan Wilder character, I'm thinking like, whoa, maybe Ryan Wilder's going to disappear, and it's going to be like, where did Ryan Wilder go? It was like, it's a big mystery. All these people, you know, disappearing mysteriously. All these vigilantes, they're just going away. Get your back in this, Carrie. I appreciate it. And I give Randy is always copacetic. I am copacetic. This is true. I believe it. Thank you, Pixel. So yeah, so those were the 2 episodes that I wrote, and the second episode of Batwoman that I wrote, I also completely ignored the fact that Hush was going to be playing Bruce Wayne, because I decided to like hold off on that storyline for an episode, because I think the writers of Batwoman would piss off their audiences like that. They'd be like, oh, well, we set Hush to be the villain up in this episode. Let's delay him an episode and really make him really thirst for it. And I was like, yeah, let's do that. I like the Daredevil parody. Thank you, Pixel. I appreciate it. I did that for Mom. It was dedicated to Mom because she's a good mom. And, you know, she is the best mom in the universe. But yeah, the whole thing about the Daredevil thing, Pixel, was I tried to do it like Jenna Lorenzo, where like when I play the other character, I just create a whole nother character. And then like when I did Michael Clark Duncan's character, I did it in like a Michael Clark Duncan voice. I said, how do you kill a man without fear? You know? So I did that voice. I think I do a good Michael Clark Duncan voice. I'm really depressed that he I'm not really depressed, but I'm kind of depressed that he died, because he was a great actor and he was huge, dude. And yeah, he was a great actor. I really wish you did a good voicing then differently, vastly different manner. Yeah. Thanks, Pixel. And I did work on the mannerisms. Like, I tried to have some business for both of the characters. Like, Michael Clark Duncan's character had an olive, and I used Fierce thought it was a Cheeto, which I thought was hilarious because it actually does look like a Cheeto. But Fierce has a carrot. But Michael Clark Duncan has a carrot, and you know, I decided to like fiddle with the pen the way that I think Bullseye would have like fiddled with it. So I tried to have something going on for both characters. You know. I don't know what FMK is, but Jesse Bell Hill, Jenny Lorenzo, and those. All right. Yep. Jesse Bell Hill and Jenny Lorenzo definitely need to come on the show, and then Carrie can comment if she wants to. Who is FMK? I don't. Damn. I don't want to be mean, but let's say FMK in the order that you gave me. In the order. Yeah, I'm just going to say that. And I will stay out of that. Fair answer. Yeah. 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 You're drawing me in there. I'm gonna get hooked. I'm gonna. Yeah. 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 I really wish Jesse Bell Hill could do some magic with us. That'd be cool. And but I'm gonna tell you some sad news. The place. I'm gonna tell you the name of it now since they're shut down. But there used to be this one place called Thank You 5, which was like a little dinner theater that I used to go to. And they used to have shows on the first Friday of the month. and that is where I would usually do my magic. And it was really, really sad too. And here's the reason why: because like the last magic trick that I did for him failed. It failed. I did not get the magic trick right. It was bad, and yeah. But yeah, I failed. It was bad, and that was like the last show that they're ever gonna have. And it's like, damn it. When did you start getting into magic? Mercenary, I started getting into magic about 7 or 8 years ago. The basic gist, the reason that I started getting into magic was because of this show, The Mentalist. And Patrick, Simon Baker plays the Mentalist. And I thought, this mentalism stuff is pretty cool. I'll try to get into that. Yeah, fairly recently. So the last 7 or 8 years, I've been doing magic. And I'll tell you a story of how I got into mentalism. I bought a few books on cold reading. I'll show them to you right now. So, I bought these books on cold reading. This book is freaking amazing. It's called Psychic Cold Reading by Terry Weston. This is pound for pound the best book on cold reading that there is. This one has like a lot of little magic tricks and tricks that you can play on people. And the first time that I ever cold read was at the beach. And I used a lot of psychological principles and tactics when I did it. But I went to the beach. This is when I lived on 509 Harvey in Daytona Beach. I went to the beach, and I saw these 4 girls. They were about, the 4 young women, they were about like, I would say 24 to 30. I would gauge them at. So I thought they were cute. So I decided, I set my towel down in front of them about 20 feet away. And I took my shoes off and I put my wallet in my shoes. And I go, "Excuse me, ladies, would you do something for me? Would you mind watching this while I go in the water?" They're like, "Oh, yeah, sure." And what a lot of people don't know, that's called the Benjamin Franklin technique, where you have somebody do a small favor for them and then you hit them up. Where you have somebody do a small favor for you, and then you hit them up a little bit later. So I went out on the beach, and I played in the water, and did a little body surfing on all that. And I come back, I put my shoes on, put my wallet in my shorts. I go, "Excuse me, lady, can I ask you a question?" And they go, "Yeah." And I'm like, "Are you out here like in a party? You out partying, celebrating?" And they're like, "Yeah. How did you know that?" And I was like, I just got a gist. And then I go, "You haven't been to Vegas, have you?" And they're all like, "Yeah." I was like, Circus or Caesar's Palace?" And I'm like, "Oh my God, both. How did you know that?" So, and then I started doing the psychic cold reading on them and dropping a lot of Barnum statements. And if you don't know what a Barnum statement is a statement that sounds specific to a person, but actually covers a wide range of people. Like Mercenary, I'll do a little cold reading on you. All right, we'll see if I can get it. Mercenary, you're often nervous around people you don't know very well. Some of your aspirations tend to be a little bit unrealistic. You're an extrovert for the most part, affable and outgoing, but you do have times of introversion wherein reserve. You found it unwise in revealing yourself too much to others. You have a great deal of unused capacity that you haven't used to its full potential. You prefer a certain amount of change and variety and become dissatisfied when hemmed in by restrictions and limitations. You pride yourself as an independent thinker and don't accept other people's statements without satisfactory proof. You're often undecided as whether you made the right decision or done the right thing. You're disciplined and self-controlled on the inside and tend to be a little bit worrisome and insecure on the inside. You have minor personality defects, but you're generally able to compensate for them. And that is a basic cold reading. Now, yeah. Oh, wow. Fairly recently. Oh, that was one that you already made. So that is cold reading. And there's 3 types of reading. There's cold reading, warm reading, and hot reading. So I warm read those girls on the beach. Now, here's the difference between cold reading, warm reading, and hot reading. Cold reading is where you just use Barnum statements. So that was just a cold read, what I did. So you're just using Barnum statements, and Barnum statements, again, are statements that sound specific to a person, but actually cover a wide range of people. The second type of reading is warm reading, where you use Sherlock Holmesian techniques in order to figure out things. I'll give you a few examples of warm reading techniques. The first thing that you can do is you can look at their age. Age is obviously the most relevant thing that you can look at. And they have things called Jacques statements, Jaqus. And Jacques statements are statements that you can make about a person depending on whatever age bracket they fall in. And the age brackets range from 1 to 16, 16 to 30, 30 to 50, and then 60 on up. So and you can gauge these ages fairly accurately because there's a wide berth between all of them. Like, I mean, like if somebody's 18, obviously they're trying to get out on their own. They're trying to make their own way in the world. They're probably either on their first marriage or in a really committed relationship. They've just learned to drive. They're trying to get their own place, stuff like that. So those are all different statements that you can make for that age bracket. And then the second thing you have is weight. You can tell how disciplined or undisciplined a person is depending on their weight and, their lifestyle. If they're big and husky at me, they probably don't exercise a lot. And then the third thing that you look for is wedding rings or just hands in general, because hands can tell you a lot about a person. Hands can tell you whether a person smokes, whether they're holding a weapon. If you look at their left hand, they're wearing a wedding ring. That could tell you if they're married. And then if they're not married, if they've been recently divorced, they'll have a tan line on their wedding ring finger right there. So yeah, hands can tell you a whole lot about people. What if they're amputated? Well, then I would probably say that they have been in a war or two. Or if they are big and pudgy, they might have been victims of diabetes. If they are, big and round, like if they're slim, they were probably in a war, especially if they have tattoos. We'll get into tattoos, but yeah. So you got age, weight, hands. And then another thing is jewelry. Jewelry can tell you a lot about a person. If you're wise to what birthstones means, typically you can guess what month or what sign a person is just by telling, the kind of birthstone. If it's turquoise, they're Sagittarius. If it's amethyst, they're Pisces and stuff like that. So, and then the fifth thing that you can do is tattoos. And tattoos will tell you how, like, sometimes they can tell you if the person is religious, because lots of people have, giant crosses. And if they have a giant cross, they're probably Catholic or Christian. And then, veterans have like war tattoos, stuff like that. And Russians have very specific tattoos. Russian tattoos are very interesting because a lot of them have very specific meanings. Like some Russians will have churches on their chest, and however many steeples there are is how many years they spent in prison. So if they have like 5 steeples, that means they spent 5 years. And then number 6 is skin color. Whether they're tan or pale can tell you a lot. If they're pale, they probably don't spend a lot of time out in the sun. If they're very tan and you can see that they have obviously tan lines around their eyes, that means they are very concerned with their looks. And if they have a nice, pleasing overall tan, you can tell they spend a lot of time outside on the beach. And then number 7 is, again, crosses. Like, one thing you'll know is that one thing a lot of people don't know is Jehovah's Witnesses don't believe in crosses. We believe that Christ, when he comes back, probably doesn't want to see another cross. And then again, Catholics will have like really huge crosses on their arms and stuff like that. And then let's see, what was number 8? Number 8 was voice tonality. Voice tonality can tell you a lot about a person. You might think you see a really beautiful, awesome, cool girl across the room, but when you come up to her, she talks like this, and you're like, oh, yeah, no, that's cool. Never mind. And then there's tons of other stuff. I can't think of them right now, but there's tons of other different little Sherlock Holmesian techniques that you can use to figure out lots and lots and lots about a person. And then, number 10 was T-shirts. You can tell what a person is a fan of by their T-shirts, and if they're wearing if they are wearing a T-shirt from a very popular, or if they're wearing a T-shirt for like lawn service, or if they're wearing a T-shirt for a like a shop or something, odds are they probably work at that shop. It's a good bet. So there are 10 different ways that you can, use your Sherlock Holmesian skills to figure out lots about them. And then the last form of reading is hot reading, and this is where you get information from a third party like Facebook, or I was in a bar once, and there was a pretty girl sitting 2 seats away from me, and I thought she was pretty, and I was just like drinking my drink. And then this guy comes in, sits between us, starts talking to the girl, and then the girl goes to the bathroom, and then the guy goes to the bartender and goes, "Yo, Holly, who was that?" And she goes, "Oh, that was Christina. She just got back from California." And then when Christina came back, this guy started dropping all this stuff that the bartender had just told him, So that was a method of hot reading. And then again, you can look on Facebook for information about people. Although Facebook isn't that reliable, because some people actually put false information out on their Facebook. So, they say a lot of people have a lot of stuff that isn't true. Some people say they work for, rich people, and they actually don't. A lot of stuff on Facebook can't be verified any which way. So there you go. So we only have 4 people in the chat. So if those 4 people have anything to say, go ahead and drop a comment in there. But yeah, these 2 are basically 2 of the best books on cold reading: Psychic Cold Reading and Psychic Cold Reading Theory and Practice. Those are 2 of the best books on cold reading that there is, in my opinion. There's also another book called Psychic Cold Reading by a guy called Tonality Jones, and his stuff is pretty good as well. He gives you about 40 or 50 separate tricks that you can use. And as far as being psychic goes, when you make a prediction, there are basically 12 or 13 different techniques that you can use in case you get a wrong hit, or unless you make a wrong prediction. And if anybody wants to hear that, leave a 4 in the chat. And if you do not, don't worry about it, and I'll talk about something else. So, lies, freaking lies. What if they're amputated? I'd cover that. So yeah, there are several different ways to make predictions, and there's 13 different ways to cover up your mistakes if you make a mistake. So Mercenary gives a 3, so I guess that's a no. All right. So I've been into magic for about 7 or 8 years now. Again, The Mentalist was one of the big shows that I watched. And I also got this book on mentalism called How to Be a Mentalist: Secrets from the Hit TV Show. And the author of that, Simon Winthrop, gives a bunch of tips and techniques on how to do a lot of the effects in the show. One of the major things that I really liked about The Mentalist, the show, was the fact that a lot of the effects in the show also work if you do them in real life. You know, because there's this one part of the show where the Mentalist makes Robin Tunney pick a triangle with a circle. And when I was following with her, when Simon Baker said, "What's your answer?" she paused, and I said, "Circle with a triangle." And then she said, "Circle with a triangle in it." And I was like, no way. No way he did not just do that. So, I thought that was pretty cool. And I'm actually a huge fan of The Mentalist. I probably watched just about every episode of that show, and it's one of my favorite shows of all time. And if I could be like any person on the planet, it would be the character that Simon Baker portrays. It would be Patrick Jane from The Mentalist, because he was always so cool and calm and in control of every situation. And that was really cool. So, the Carrie Show. I'm taking off. Had a good night. All right. Bye, Carrie. Have a nice night. So, yeah. So, it is 56:52. So, if any of you have any other comments, leave a comment in the chat box, because now we have 3 minutes. So, if you have anything you want to say, leave it now, and I'll probably say it. And I just want to thank everybody for a nice stream. I had a lot of fun. And if anybody has any other comments, I'm getting kind of tired. So I'm about to wrap it up. So I'm just going to do a shout out to everybody in the chat. Fears Man versus Cameo Man. Who wins? You will have to wait and see. Thanks to Mercenary, thanks to Carrie Show, thanks to Pixel, thanks to Callie, thanks to Quentin, thanks to Adam Pacitti, thanks to Pixel Protocol, thanks to Noel Sideshows, thank you to I think that's it. Thank you to Man Videos and Blogs. Thank you for one of the homies. And thank all of you. And or wait, is it an episode of Cameo Man? I forgot. Yeah, it's an episode of Cameo Man. So you'll be getting that video is not going to be for a while. But I will wrap up what happens eventually, depending on how. It'll probably be wrapped up by the end of the year. So you're going to have to wait. Yeah, you're going to have to wait a long time. So I'm going to build up that suspense. Yeah, building up the suspense. So I'm going to go in about a minute. So I want to thank everybody for coming. Thank you all. Thank you all for being civil. Thank you all for being civil. And yeah, I will. My mom said that she might try to film for me, so I need to teach her filming technique and tell her, what proper headroom is, so she doesn't blow out the headroom. And it might be a little awkward, but I don't think anybody will really care. And then I might go to Kaiser University and take a filmmaking class, just one class, $90. And I'm not going to really do it for filmmaking, because I know a lot about filmmaking already,
But I'm probably going to go there and see if I can't rustle up a cameraman for about, like 30, 40 bucks. And if I can get a cameraman who lives in my area and who wants to go out filming with me so I can film lots of cool videos, I'm going to see if I can do that. We'll see. So yeah, I'm going to try to rustle up a cameraman, and that is basically it. So we're at 1:00, so I'm going to wrap it up. I want to thank everybody for coming out and being so cool. And my name is Randy Brown for Cammy Man and Vlogging with Mrs. Brown. And I will see you later, alligator. All right, bye. End.